Just as our buggy rolls up to the lodge for the night, our driver, Simon, calls out to an imposing silhouette on the barren Canadian tundra.
Ladies and gentlemen, the world's largest land predator, the beautiful polar bear of Churchill.
It's not every day you get a 1,000-pound welcome committee. Then again, the town of Churchill, Manitoba is not your everyday. It is a town run by 1,000 polar bears.
No degree in meteorology is required for this forecasting for Churchill.
If I was the interpretive center of Churchill, where would I be?
I have no idea. Honestly, this is the hub of all things Churchill. I would go inside here and ask someone in Gypsy.
Thank you.
Yep. Helping out the visitors, because I've really embedded myself into this community.
Tonight, we're bunking at Frontier's North Lodge on the outskirts of Churchill.
And this is why I love what I do, because you can't do this anywhere else on the planet.
That's because Churchill's geographic location is like the start of a buffet line for these hungry bears, waiting for Hudson Bay to freeze so they can hunt seals. Which means the bears often spend their downtime near town or even roaming the streets. Locals leave their doors unlocked in case of a quick escape. Cracker shell guns are within arm's reach to scare off a bear with a loud noise. And warning signs are everywhere.
You tell people these signs are here for a reason, don't go there, or there's other things out there, and people kind of scoff and, oh, you know, you guys are just doing that to promote. It's like, no, we say this for a reason.
Bob Windsor is with Manitoba Conservation. He let us ride along on one of his bear patrols, explaining how despite the obvious dangers of their large neighbors, there's definitely a benefit to living in Churchill.
I like when there's bears around, because you see the town, you know, it thrives on the tourism.
Right.
And, you know, the polar bears here, that's the biggest part of it. So I don't mind when there's bears around. I like being busy as long as nobody gets hurt.
The annual migration is big business. Tourists drop more than $7 million to see the bears, and there's even a live webcam by explore.org catching the action. And Churchill's grabbed the attention of some big names.
I've met Martha Stewart, Ryan Seacrest, didn't know who his girlfriend was at the time, but later learned it was Juliana Huff. Dan Aykroyd, he was here a couple years ago, him and his wife trick-or-treating. They're dressed up like cops and they're going door-to-door trick-or-treating. You know, where does that happen?
But, Bob, I could spend the whole day with you.
But in Churchill, celebrity drop-ins don't drive the town. It's the polar bear and the bond between man and beast.
You wait till you see a polar bear, and that polar bear looks you in the eye, and you're having that personal moment with one of the world's largest land predators that could essentially take your head off in one swipe. But you're having that moment with a bear. It's a pretty special moment.
Dan Kleffler, ABC News, Churchill, Canada.